So free it up, so free it up. Free it up, free it, yeah, free it up.
Right, so this is the Snapchat Q&A. I asked you guys to send your questions in and I'll answer them. And this Snapchat Q&A is just about the medicine course. So if you want to see an A-level Snapchat Q&A, GCSE Snapchat Q&A, or if you want to get involved in any other Snapchat Q&As in the future, I'll put all my Snapchat, all my social media details up here, and you can find us on there and then get involved in all of that. There's been a lot of questions sent in, so like I'm gonna try and answer as many as I possibly can. I appreciate everyone sending all their questions in. If I have to, then I'll probably do like 3 separate videos, so like I'll release them all on the same day, but like split into 3 different videos, because like then, or else your questions will get lost in like one massive video. How do you take notes that are right when there's not just one textbook to get your information from? I think what they're trying to say is, how do you take notes which are correct without knowing that there's just one textbook, like in A-level, like biology or chemistry? Well, with this, the notes that you take, you use your lectures as like the base point, and then like you expand on that information using books and like internet and stuff. So like, for example, your lecture will be your reference point, so everything has to be based on what's mentioned in your lecture, and then you use like additional information from like internet and stuff. Second question, how do you apply to study medicine abroad in Bulgaria? Now, to study medicine abroad in Bulgaria, it is actually quite easy. Now, I'll put the email address of the university, Plovdiv University and Pleven University up here, and their admission, so you can get directly into contact with them and ask them how to go about the application process. You can either do that and do it all yourself. So for example, you have to get all your documents, all your GCSE, like your certificates and everything, and then like you have to get it, like I forgot what the word is, but like it has to be translated into Bulgarian and stuff and then sent over to them. So you can either do it all yourself, or you can pay tutelage or other companies out there that do that are like agencies basically, and they'll do all of it for you, but you have to pay them like a fee. Now, is it worth applying to the 6-year course? Would you recommend going abroad? Now, the 6-year course is worth applying to if you don't want to go abroad and medicine with a foundation year, or the 6-year medicine course is your only option. Now, the benefits to that, obviously you get an extra year at uni, and you know, you might enjoy that. The downside to that is you're paying 9 grand for an extra year, and you're going to be a lot older when you graduate. Well, not a lot older, but yeah, a year older when you graduate. So like it's up to you. Like, I'm going to be 24 when I graduate. Most of my friends are like 21 and they've graduated. Like, I'm 21 now and they all half of them graduated this year. So like, do you see what I mean? Whereas I'm going to be 24, 25 when I graduate, so it's a bit annoying, but it's up to you. If you want to go abroad, going abroad is also a good option. There's like so many British students abroad, like more students in Bulgaria in 1 year than there was in my university in 1 year. It's crazy. How would you structure and write out your medical school application, the person statement and stuff? Okay, person statement structure is pretty simple. Introduction, make it short, snappy. Next is your voluntary work and your work experience. After that, you do your voluntary work experience, extracurricular, and any other like activities that you've done outside of like voluntary work experience and outside of school, and then finally your conclusion, and that's basically it. So Lorna asked, would I be able to do medicine with 1 A star, 5 A's and 3 B's and a C if I get really good A levels? Okay, it depends what your B's and C's are in. Now, you need a minimum of a B, sometimes even an A in maths, your sciences and your English to go on to medicine. Now, generally they ask for a minimum of B, so make sure you check that out. Your 1 A star, 5 A's, that's fine. Now, obviously you wouldn't be able to apply to like Oxford, Cambridge, or you might be able to, but you know, you wouldn't be in a good position because they're quite GCSE heavy. Edinburgh Uni are quite GCSE heavy from what I remember. Birmingham are quite GCSE heavy. So, you know, you can still apply, but obviously there's some universities that you have to look out for. If I perform poorly in the UKCAT but have solid GCSE with many A stars, predicted grades A star, AA, and feel confident with the upcoming BMAT, which medical schools would you recommend? Probably like the BMAT unis, like all the BMAT unis, because BMAT unis generally have high like offers, so they give out high offers like A star, AA, then they require like a lot of A stars in your GCSEs. So like apply to like the London BMAT unis and stuff, because you probably get a chance into them. Which book would you recommend to read that is related to medicine? And this is a question by Timon. Now, related to medicine, if you want, read the Grey's Anatomy book, like the student edition, because like if you're interested in human biology and medicine, like it actually is an interesting read. It's just I haven't got the time to read through it now. I wish I knew about it like the summer before I started uni for med school, because it is like it generally is. There's a lot of information in there, and it is actually an interesting read, and it does prepare you for like medicine. Now it is very detailed, like the book itself is like this big, so like there's so much information, and I think it's like 1,000 pages or something. So like obviously just it's gonna be a long read, but it's up to you if you wanna, you know, if you're that keen, then go ahead. So Damo asked, I'm starting medicine in September. What module is the hardest and requires the most work? I think the hardest one is biochem. Now, not every uni does biochem, I don't think, but biochem is very hard. It's like it's not that big though, so like there's only a tiny bit on it. Now we had to do like all the thingies of glycolysis and stuff, and like the biochemistry and respiration and stuff. That's quite hard, but other than that, anatomy is very hard. Now anatomy, I enjoy it, but it is actually really hard because like there's just so much to learn. So yeah, just look out for anatomy. So Sam asked, can you give me a question to ask and then my Snapchat will be in your video, someone might add me. That's Sam for you. Now, next question. So Nami asked, hi, how will you sum up your first year of medicine? Any memorable mentions? Thanks. My first year of medicine was probably my most favourite year so far. Only because like obviously before that I did foundation year, and foundation year I found quite boring, but then first year of medicine was actually like you're doing a heart, you're doing lungs, you're doing anatomy, you've got like pro sections and all of this, so it's like you're doing medicine, like and it's not even that hard like first year, so that's why it was my favourite year, and it was actually really enjoyable as well. So Shan asked, for foundation, what's the best predicted grade other than AAA? For foundation year medicine, you can get in with A, AB, ABB. Some foundation year medicine degrees let you do BBB, if I remember correctly. Nottingham used to do 3 Cs, so you know even 3 Cs might let you in, but you bear in mind other people will apply for foundation year medicine with like A star, AA predicted grades and like AAA predicted grades, so like unless your GCSEs are strong, like they might not let you in. Is the course the same in Bulgaria, or what's the differences? The course in Bulgaria is very similar. The differences are the course in Bulgaria, they do a lot more detail. Well, not a lot more, but they do other things as well. So for example, medical physics is something that they did over there, which I'd never even heard of. They do, obviously you have to learn the language Bulgarian, because they expect you to practice in your 3rd, 4th and 5th year and stuff in a Bulgarian hospital, and you can't practice if you can't speak the language. Other than that, the course is basically the same: anatomy, physiology, neurology, all of that is exactly the same. So Naz asked, why did you want to do medicine? Why not any other science course or non-science? The reason I wanted to do medicine was because when I got my GCSEs, I got like, I did, well, for me, I did quite well. I didn't expect to get the results that I eventually got. So I was like, you know what, let me do something along the lines of science, because I actually enjoyed science, and at the time I enjoyed biology a lot. Now I could have done biology as a degree, but there's a lot of like plant biology and stuff like that, and I hate photosynthesis, and I just hate plants in general. The only part of biology I enjoyed was human biology, and I was quite like concerned about my health at the time and all of this, and plus I used to talk so much, so like I just kind of put two and two together, and I was like, you know what, maybe let me try medicine. Like it seems thingy, like something that would be really interesting. And then I was looking at the surgery and like looking up you know, what the job specification is like for surgeons, and I was like, actually this is sick, like I'd love to do something like this if I get in. So I just thought I'll give it a go. And then as the years went by, I was watching like documentaries and stuff on BBC, junior doctors and all of this, and I just got more and more into it. And then that's when I was like, you know what, like medicine is definitely something I want to do, and that's why I applied. What do you find beautiful about medicine and becoming a doctor? I think the best thing about medicine and being a doctor is the fact that like you can genuinely save lives. Like imagine, like fair enough you can do like charity work and stuff, but like to directly affect someone's life, where you know you've just taken out a tumor or you've just done surgery to save someone's life, like that must be such an amazing feeling. So like I think that's the best thing about being a doctor. Do you have any idea what residency speciality you want to choose? Thank you, and sorry for my English, it's not my first language. Okay, so do you have any plans about your future speciality? So my future speciality, I'm thinking at the moment, is surgery. Now I want to do cardiothoracic surgery, which is the heart and the lungs, or I want to get into cardiology, because so I was speaking to a doctor, and one of the doctors was like, with cardiothoracic surgery, it's kind of like a dying specialty, because cardiologists basically do the jobs of cardiothoracic surgeons. So like that's why I'm thinking more from, instead of cardiothoracic surgery, I'm more into the cardiology sort of specialty, and then like sort of specialize more in surgery. Either that or something like pediatrics or pediatric surgery, just because working with kids is also quite interesting. Okay, so that is the end of the first part of the video. Make sure you watch the second part and the third part, and however many parts there are until I finish all these questions. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and the next part should be up within 10 minutes, or like at least or maximum an hour. So yeah, again, if you want to check my social media out, I'll put all of that up there. And when you subscribe, make sure you press that notification bell, because then you'll get a notification every time I upload a new video. And I've got so many videos planned for this year as well. So thanks for watching, bye for now.
You need me now, you feel me now, I need your love, so free it all.